When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We go! 15-1. 15-1.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry now for Justice Hill. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Set up. 70, Indy. Don't say nothing.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Justice Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
I know you ain't got it. Hold up. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check.
Now Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I'll go special.
Hey, turn it up. Put it to jet cover.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Fan.
Get in the weight room.
Throwing again. Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. Trying to get it that time to Stills. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
30 base.
They gonna need some therapy.
Go, go.
50 seconds left. Hey, mark the screen.
On second down, it's Taylor. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Good, good. Watch twitch. Watch the
After
twitch.
1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go. What? 280. 57. Oh, here we go. Oh. Switch. Alert.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 20! And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Watch it. Good job right there. Safety's creeping. Check. Lucky.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
What? 380. And we got to get to the ball, see? We got to get to the ball. Hey, alert. Truck. 50 seconds left.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This will be caught by Brown. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Tight dog. One left.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Right there.
I think you've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Throwing again on second down. Minshew. His throw incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Watch the slant. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
Minshew throwing on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check. 14.
Now again, right side McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We want it. Come to my world.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Wilson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
44.
McCaffrey on the counter, and an alley to run. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Second down and goal. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Minshew into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. To throw is Wilson. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Zebra.
Play action. It's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Pass intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Jimmy Ward there defensively.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Give me that ball. Listen. Hold it. 57. Tackles. 57's Mike. Mike 57. We own them. I'll go special.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Play action. Now Wilson. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down Seahawks. Wilson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's first and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 47-yard line.
15. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Hey guys, listen.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 46.
Hey, 0. Easy.
Now a run with McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Ferguson. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Mike's 50.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Ready up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check, check. Get your swerve on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now it's Lindsey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah. Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And connecting here with DJ Shark. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, high 7.
On 2nd and goal, Minshew. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Zach Pascal, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get him 1 closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They go play action with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
So they've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 4th down, Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guy.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jalen Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, orbit.
Minshew sets to throw. And he's going to go down again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Switch.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Joker. Watch out. Kill. One left. Watch twins.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, I got you.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Wilson on the keeper.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire